The Hollywood movies are well known for entertainment, and television producers well known for creating their own version of content, but not very well known for creating game-changing technology products. So I'm delighted to welcome to the stage Jimmy Smith, who's the Chairman, CEO and CCO of Amusement Park Entertainment, Philippe Krakowsky, who's the Executive Vice President and Chief Strategy and Talent Officer for Interpublic Group, and Dr. David Martin, Chairman and CEO of MoCam. And they're going to talk for a bit about what the joint venture they've been working on has produced. And as a way of introduction to that, we've got a video to kick us off.
When the world's greatest athlete, Michael Jordan, teams up with the world's best-loved cartoon character, Bugs Bunny, you won't believe your eyes.
Pardon me, Mr. Jordan. Could I have your your John Hancock?
What's going on here?
We need your help!
Thank God I met Dave. So on that fateful day, when I was bumming out after that Nike meeting, I was talking to Dave about this is what I want to do. And I can't talk too much about it, but I can give you a sneak peek of it. But I guarantee if any of you guys have teenagers, kids, then about, 2013 Christmas time, they're going to be asking you for that little doohickey right there. So enough of that. Boop.
And we the future.
This should be played at high volume.
Here we go with a flow, yeah, they call me River. So quick and smooth, yeah, I'm kinda like a ninja. Better than you and your whole roster. Beware of the beast, or you're a monster. They call me.
First of all, we're kind of ethnically diverse, I guess. This guy to my left is a Latin Jew. This guy's a Chilean Oreo. I'm like kind of French and Asian, so I'd be kind of called the Frasian.
So I'm not sure it's fair to ask, but does anybody have any thoughts as to why it is that we wanted to put some of that up there in talking about what we're here to talk about, which, you know, as our introduction said, was sort of content and where it is that the industry might be going as relates to the ideas that we are responsible for.
That technology had 983 patents filed on it. 983 patents on just the plug. Now, I don't know about y'all, but that's a fat plug. That's all it is. It's not creative. Nobody came up with something really important. That was a fat plug. There are 983 patents on that. When you write your ad copy, when you write your brochures and your digital content, how many of you actually run the literal phrases you're using in your campaigns against the patent database to find out who you're encouraging your client to infringe?
I work 10 to 12 hours in my profession, and you have to spend time with your family and kids after that, and the first thing that goes is exercise.
I love this story. It's about a score that hasn't been settled in 15 years on the football field.
Welcome to the 87th meeting between the State Liners of Phillipsburg and the Red Rovers of Easton.
A 27-yard field goal attempt. It's blocked! The whistle has blown. This one is over. A sister kisser.
Time might be worse than a loss. We think we have a score to settle.
Is to actually put best practices inside of an agency, to first of all make sure that the kind of what I call the belt and suspenders is being done, but then essentially build out what's called catastrophic risk transfer. And what catastrophic risk transfer is, where you go and sign that indemnity and you're working with a big brand and turns out that the thing that you came up with a great idea is the next $200 million injunction, and none of you have the liquidity necessarily to pour into that risk. There are a lot of ways to build what's called a self-insured and then a catastrophic layer, and the catastrophic layer is relatively inexpensive, but is kind of the flood insurance when you think you don't live near a river. And that's something that there's an enormous appetite for. The appetite is more mature in Europe, because Europe, while the dollar values of infringement have been historically lower, the frequencies have been higher. And so The European market's a little more mature than the U.S. market, but that is available across the globe, and that's something, like I said, you need to look at catastrophic layer insurance on that.
Well, that seems like a good tone to end the day.
Love it. Flood insurance for ad agencies.
Listen, thank you all very much for your participation. For Jimmy, Philippe, and for David, put your hands together.
Thank you.